Welcome to the Insomnia Project. Sit back, relax, and listen. Find the most comfortable spot that you're near and just tune into us. I want to thank you for joining us. My name is Marco Timpano.
I'm Amanda Barker.
And Amanda, we asked our listeners to tell us what their favorite episode was from our canon of 10 seasons. And Janelle has said the following, okay? The string theory, that was done with Nima.
Great.
Grandmaster.
I can't do anything about that.
So it's called the string theory of Grandmaster Flash.
Great.
Then there was...
I only have one story about Grandmaster Flash.
Okay, well, we'll hear it in a moment. Then Birding Delights, also with Nima.
Birding, okay.
Mittens and String, I believe was with you.
Okay.
And the game show episode, and that was with Nima.
So those are greatest hits?
Greatest hits.
That we can revisit?
Sure. Also,
revisit?
I was told the backpack episode was someone else's favorite. That one comes up a lot.
The backpack episode, I understand that because that is what relaxes me.
Ellen K. So the backpack episode
is a kindred spirit.
For sure. And
I would do more like that, frankly, folks. But Marco stops me.
I do not. So
you do.
Let's begin. The floor is yours.
Well, I'm not doing the backpack episode again.
No, you don't have to. You do.
Everyone knows the contents.
You do what works for you.
Well, I have a question.
Sure.
What is this?
That there is...
So, folks, I'm just going to explain to you what I'm looking at right now. So we are in the booth. There are tiled walls. And usually Marco he's actually quite a gifted artist. He wouldn't say he is, but he is. And he sometimes will draw little cards. He'll sometimes write inspirational things on cards. And they're put up with like hat pins. But today, for the first time, I'm seeing this series of notes about, it looks like characters.
It's characters.
For a film script or something. And it's tacked up, and there's some names of people that I don't know. And I don't know what it is.
This, I think, was for an audio audition for a audiobook.
Okay.
So it was various characters that I had to...
looking at somebody who co-owns a farm.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a lot of things. So there's a lot about these people in here. So I was just trying to figure it out.
I don't know why I have it up, to be honest with you, because
okay.
this audition happened a while ago, but okay. There you go.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got to the end of that mystery.
So you said you had a Grandmaster Flash story.
Everyone does. But mine is, so in the earlier days of Facebook, but not that long ago, but like maybe I would say now 6-7 years ago, there was a phenomenon that kept happening. Now, and I don't know with social media, I think it's still the same. When you start to write something like in a post, and it might intuitively know, like an autocorrect, but it's like, oh, you're trying to tag this person or this thing, right?
Sure.
So, for example, if I start to write your name, it might come up in blue, and it's like you're tagging Marco in this post versus just mentioning him.
Certainly, especially because you would likely be tagging me on a lot of stuff because I'd be mentioned, correct?
Right. Well, and I guess what I should say is that usually doesn't just happen with a person, as far as I know. I think it happens with like open pages and public profiles. So, for example, better example actually would be if I were to write about a restaurant, like Marco and I had a lovely time at Spirits Bar and Grill.
Sure.
Which no longer exists, but say I wrote that.
Of course.
So if they had a little Facebook page that, locals could go to, as I started to write it, it would probably pop up blue, right? Well, there was a phenomenon that kept happening on Facebook. Grandmaster Flash had one of those public pages, like a business page.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
his art, his work, his music, etc. And all people that are like, what's Grandmaster Flash up to? Or I want to be with like-minded Grandmaster Flash fans.
Of course.
Like you do. So what was happening was grandparents were writing how they were so proud to be a proud grandparent of, Justin as he turns 8 or whatever. But what was happening, it was automatically, instead of your grandfather and I or your grandmother and I, it was just automatically tagging Grandmaster Flash, and they weren't wise to that. They just wrote what they wrote and didn't realize that it had automatically changed to Grandmaster Flash and tagged and just left it up. So there was a time where you could just scroll and look at all the grandparents inadvertently tagging Grandmaster Flash, usually for birthday or like, we're so proud of you as you graduate from military college, things like that.
Sure. Oh my goodness. That's great. I love those little funny mishaps.
Wholesome little moments.
For sure.
And I'm sure that even if those posts don't exist, that the site or whoever wrote it on Medium or whatever, I'm sure that still exists.
Of course. So you said that you wanted to bring up a topic, or there was a topic that you wanted to talk about. You said,
when did I say that?
You said, I don't let you talk about backpacks.
Okay. No. Okay. What I said was, when I try to go through something and go through stuff in a methodical way, I go very detailed. We've established I'm a Virgo. I go very, very detailed and very intricate. And you don't have the patience, Sagittarius. Am I right, folks?
It's true.
You don't have the patience for my time that I take with it and my detailing. So you'll often sort of cut me off, truly, and say, okay, well, let's move on to, like, because you want to move on to another topic. So I can never really recreate the magic of the backpack episode because I get interrupted.
Okay, well, listen, I want to participate in the episode, but if you would like to go through...
No, you can, but what do we have to go through? That's truly, I would, and we know this, we all know this, I, for years now, would put myself to sleep thinking about the details of the van or school bus that I wanted to renovate and live in. But I've abandoned that dream now.
What's in your pocketbook, in your wallet?
Oh, look
if you were to dissect
Mr.
it.
American saying pocketbook. Well, I don't know. I've gone through phases with bags. I used to be the big bag lady. So everything under the sun.
In a large purse.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't even call them purses. I would call them bags.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I went through my backpack phase, which has been a very long time. And these days, I still have my backpack and I still take that to work because I always carry my laptop around, and for me a backpack's the best way to transport my laptop. I don't trust a more open bag like a purse. I don't want to wheel anything. That's what it's going to be.
That's not for you.
Yeah, so hence the backpack. But and I do, because I do take my own computer to work and use and work on that.
Of course.
So all that to say, I have become the small purse lady.
Oh, the small purse lady.
Yeah, I have done a 180. So years ago, when buns was still a thing, I traded for a small purse and fell quite in love with it. And for Christmas this year, my lovely sister-in-law got me a small purse. It was on my list. And I really love that purse.
It's a very thoughtful gift, too.
It's a very thoughtful gift.
So tell us about this purse.
Well, that purse is called, so it's an interesting one. It's actually called Save the Girls. Mm-hmm. And this woman thought, too many women are carrying phones in their bra strap, or in my case, it would be my tank top strap.
Sure.
And she thought, that's probably not the ideal choice. Certainly the people who make the phones tell you don't do that.
Right.
So what's a better solution? And truthfully, pockets and things like that, again, not ideal. So What do? This is a dilemma we all have, in this day and age. So this purse is really a phone strap with a bit of accoutrement. So there's a clear thing that has a magnet on the top of it. So you slip the phone into that, and you can just use the phone in its clear case.
Because the screen of the phone would be in this purse, facing out.
Yeah.
And you can touch the clear plastic and it will still register with the phone. Is that correct?
Yeah. You can totally use the phone while it's inside the purse because it has the window that you can use. Much akin to those water safe neck lanyard things that you get for snorkeling and things.
Yes. Which I love to use.
They always make me nervous.
Yeah, and you're not a big fan, but I like to use them.
Just afraid they're going to open. So
fair enough. Okay, so that's part of this purse. What are other features that you appreciate
But
about it?
what I like is it's because there are some you can buy and it's just that for the phone.
Mhm.
But ultimately, I'm always going to want to sneak some other things in. So it has a zipper and just the tiniest sort of like almost like wallet attached to it. And then another little zipper for like lipstick or lip balm. So the little things that I always get into every purse, that one and then the one that I got before, I always slip in a hand sanitizer.
Of course.
I always slip in a lip balm. I usually slip in a lipstick as well.
A lip balm and a lipstick.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they are not, there's nothing worse than when you want a lip balm, but all you have is a lipstick. And you're like, well, good enough. It's something on my lips. And it's just the worst feeling.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's just doesn't do what a lip balm's going to do. It doesn't give you that satisfying, I'm coating this in a shea butter or whatever your lip balm's made out of.
Fair enough.
So, or coconut, whatever.
Sure.
So, I like to have both, personally. And yes, there are hydrating lipsticks. And yes, there are tinted lip balms. And there is one tinted lip balm that seems to have lasted me a decade, and I still use it.
Really?
It's from Burt's Bees. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember I got a pack of 3, and this one. But you know what the thing is with lipsticks, Marco? They travel. Same as our tweezers. Like, they go on little journeys. You don't see them for a while, and then you're like, oh, there you are, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Marco and I, can I tell them?
Of course. This is a great story.
Well, I don't know about that, but so we have a couple tweezers in our home and that we travel with. But there's one particular tweezer that just is really good. I don't know where I got it, but I think I got it from a dollar store. And if you can imagine the tweezer, the top of the tweezer is like a lady's head, and she's wearing like a lovely sort of 1950s dress, and then the feet are the heels, or her feet are the tweezer part.
The part that actually
Pulls
captures
the hair or whatever.
captures whatever you need to tweeze.
Yeah. So we call her the lady with the feet.
Because her feet do the tweezing, which is unusual and quite funny to us.
Yeah, that's her name. So Marco actually coined that term. Because he'd be like, I don't like this tweezer. Where's the lady with the feet? And the lady with the feet came into our lives. When would that have been?
Oh, my goodness.
Quite a while ago. I would say about 10 years ago at least.
At least, yeah.
So the lady with the feet, she goes on journeys with us sometimes. She often goes away for a long time. Like I think she has a house in Palm Springs or something. She just leaves our lives for a while, and then she'll just reappear.
She likes to travel with us. So what I find is the lady with the feet will end up in wherever we're at. Like if we're in Turks and Caicos, if we're in Los Angeles, if we're in Ottawa.
There she is.
There she is.
She's with us.
So the lady with the feet really likes to travel.
I'll be looking for her. I'll be home. She's nowhere to be found. And then suddenly I'm packing my bags. And then I'm like, oh, I better put a tweezer into my makeup case. And there she is, lady with the feet. She just appears, I swear.
And she just doesn't stay in Amanda's makeup case, because we'll be like, okay, let's get in the car.
Oh, no, she's on the move always.
And then all of a sudden she's in the car. So you know those movies where inanimate objects take a life of their own? I swear, the lady with the feet is living her best life. Yeah. She's an adventurer.
She's an adventurer. That woman, that tweezer woman.
She's stylish. Ridiculous. She's very stylish.
She's very stylish. She likes to go to the stylish places.
She's effective. She can use her feet like no one else.
Like the Middle East, she was everywhere I looked. She was in our room.
Yeah.
First she's on the nightstand, then she seems to have traveled over to the sink. Yeah, she's just on the move, lady with the feet.
We appreciate the lady with the feet because she does, when we need her to do the job, she does it well and she does it right.
She does.
So anyways, it's kind of
She has a job to do, but I think she married well because she has her own income and she doesn't need to do the job. She just shows up when she knows we're going somewhere.
Yeah. So we appreciate the lady with the feet. So she travels with us. I don't know how we got there. Oh, you were talking about lipstick and things you find.
Yeah. So sometimes I will have a tweezer but not normally. I usually just put one in the car. Car's the best place to use a tweezer, I think, because you have the best light.
Sure.
I think.
Something that you have in the car, which I think is a pretty wise thing, is you'll have spare makeup in the car for when you need it, right?
I do, yeah.
You have a little makeup bag.
Well, I don't know. I don't always have it in the car. I just have I just have a lot of makeup.
But don't you have car makeup, like the makeup that stays in the car?
No, I have makeup that I bring to the car and I leave it out there because I keep forgetting to bring it back into the house.
Oh.
In which case I then use my backup makeup in the house and go, oh, I got to get that out of the car. And then it might stay there. Like the one that's in the car now has been in there for a couple of days, I think. Because the thing is, I don't leave it out. I shove it under the seat or I shove it in the glove box so that there's not a bag just sitting in the car.
I see.
But because I do that, it's out of sight. So out of sight, out of mind. And then in the morning, I'm waking up, I'm having a coffee, I'm doing my hair, I got to put my makeup on. Oh, it's in the car. Not to worry. Amanda has lots of backups. So I just go to the backup crew.
And you were recently discussing a specific kind of makeup that you discovered. And you were talking with a young girl, and she was like, oh, yeah, I know this. It was like a jelly.
Yeah.
A jelly something?
Yeah, our friend's daughter, who is 11.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and she's extremely into makeup and makeup tutorials and skincare, which I guess is just when you're an 11-year-old child, that's just a big part. You know, they're watching tutorials.
Sure.
That's what they watch, how to contour, your skincare routine, get ready with me and pick my outfit and all that stuff, right? So she wants to do these, she's aching to do these videos, but her very conscientious mother is like, no, you're not doing these videos. So what her mom, our dear friend, has allowed her to do, and this is great, is she has a Instagram account for her dog. So she never showed, the 11-year-old girl never shows her face, but she gets to use her voice and she gets to talk about her dog's makeup routine and her dog's skincare regimen and the products that her dog most loves from Sephora and things like that.
And what's this jelly thing that you've discovered?
It's a jelly tint that can be used for lips. So something's happened in the makeup world in the last 10 years where there's a lot of love for, which I love, there's a lot of love for versatile products. Mm-hmm. So there's a real movement that if you use it on your cheeks, why can't you use it on your lips or on your lids if you would like a nice, rosy, pinky color on your eyes, which some do.
It's not just a lipstick. It's a blush lipstick combo.
It could be. They'll call it like lip and cheek tint or something like that. I don't know. But this one is particularly fun and a big hit with the young 11-year-olds and myself, because it's like Jell-O. It's like a little stick of Jell-O.
It has a jelly consistency.
It definitely is a jelly consistency. And so if you can just imagine a little blob of Jell-O
in a tube, because it looks like a fat lipstick to me.
Yeah, it's in a tube. Right. Now I will say the thing about that lip tint, because I used to have one from the same company and it wasn't jelly, it was just a lipstick blush thing, and I mostly used it for blush. But when you use it on your lips, it's quite drying.
Oh, I see.
So again, back to the types of lipsticks out there, you'd want your lip balm in there for sure.
Let me ask you this, because I remember when I was much younger, there was a thing that was touted, and I don't even know if you'll know what it is because I haven't seen it in, many, many decades, but kiss-proof lipstick. What exactly was that?
Oh, yeah, that was like a marketing campaign. Well, I think the idea is, listen, I did a casting on Friday and we had a fake microphone.
This is for commercials, by the way. Amanda helps to cast commercials.
Yeah, for those who don't know, yeah. Mm-hmm. And we were auditioning these people to be basically in a pretend band. Okay. We had some real singers and some real musicians, but then we had some fake ones as well. Anyhow, the singers, both real and imagined, had a microphone. It wasn't on or working or anything, but they could use the microphone to, be a singer of a band.
It was a prop, in other words,
right? It was a prop.
Yeah, okay.
But at the end of the day, we looked at the microphone. It was covered in lipstick.
Oh, no.
And that's why I say that. So lipstick, you look at a coffee cup and it can be covered in lipstick. A soda can, your husband's cheek, perhaps. And so I think there was a movement to have a more lasting lipstick that was more of a stain and not a smeary, smushy thing that you put on your lips, but rather something that just stays there. So there's actually, and I haven't seen it in a long time, but about 20 years ago, they had a type of lipstick where you put sort of the stain on your lips, and then you put on the other side of it was like a gloss.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the stain, and then I'm sure they still have this, and then a gloss on the other side. And that stuff was magic. That stuff will last a long time. It probably still exists. My friend Lois and I got really, really into it. And there was a certain number of color that we loved. And like, I'm talking like 4 years. Like that's all we were.
Oh, wow. Do you remember the name of the color you liked? Because I love the names.
No, I don't remember. I should ask her and see if she remembers.
Mm-hmm.
But now, because I have a makeup subscription that comes every month, yes, I'm one of those people. It's probably one of the only subscriptions I have, I think, but it just brings me so much joy. I love it. And there's a lot of travel stuff in there. That's my justification. I just try the lipsticks that they send or recommend, you know? So, and also the thing I like about that is a lot of the stuff, because I don't pay a lot for it, the stuff tends to be small, and I appreciate that because like nobody needs to hold a lipstick for 10, 15 years.
Right.
And that sounds like a long time, but you easily could if it's a color you don't wear a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in your bag, especially as an actor. Like I have a bright red that is a solid 10 years old.
Oh,
it
wow.
was cheap to begin with, but I keep it because if I need a bright red lip, I'll have it. But on me, I love the idea of a bright red lip, but I don't have the lips that it doesn't look great when it's on me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for that little lipstick tutorial.
Oh, I can talk about makeup all day long.
It's funny. I don't wear makeup very often when I'm on set and they have to put makeup on me. Sure. But I do wear cologne. And you've gifted me some cologne, and I like the smell of cologne. And I like the smell of perfumes and scented things. That's just me.
I like a good perfume.
Yeah. And so for me, my colognes are seasonal. I like to have one that I wear in the spring.
That makes sense to me.
One that I wear in the summer, one that I wear in the winter. And I just transitioned to my spring scent.
Oh.
And a lot of people at work really are enjoying the scent. And I know you're not supposed to wear, I was going to say lipstick. You're not supposed to wear cologne at certain works and whatnot.
Scents, and we try we try to observe those scent-free spaces. My friend Lois, actually, who I was talking about, who loved that tinted lipstick, she has a real scent allergy and aversion. So I've seen in real time what her being around people who are wearing scents does.
And to be fair, I don't wear it around. I will not.
We do not wear it around her.
I've actually showered, accidentally put it on, and then showered again so I wouldn't have it on when we went to see Lois.
And because of her and spending time with her, I don't ever wear it in a theater. Because when you wear it if it's strong in a theater, if the person next to you starts to have an adverse reaction, starts coughing, sneezing,
it's disruptive.
It's disruptive. They don't want to be coughing and sneezing. And it's disruptive for the actors. It's disruptive for everyone. And I've seen that happen in real time. So I don't wear it there, but I do love perfume. Yeah. So if I'm in a place where I know I don't have to be in close proximity for long amounts of time with someone, I will wear it. I wear it to work, but that's because generally speaking, at my work with my job, the way it is, well, one, I'm running around, I'm sweating a lot usually, but also where I'm kind of sitting in the room, I'm kind of away from everyone.
Right.
I mean, that's my justification.
Fair enough. Well, I'll even put it on when I'm not going out of the house just for myself.
Same.
Yeah. I
really do love, there's two fragranceers that
Oh, is that how you say it? Fragranceers?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Fragranteurs?
There's two brands. How about that?
And they are?
Can I say that?
Yes. I mean, they're not our sponsors, but you can say them.
No, I know. I wish they were sponsors. I love Joe Malone scents. They are made with essential oils for the essential oil people of the world. So they do not, as far as I know, have the parfum and all of the things that you don't want to have in them. And they're lighter scents, generally speaking, because of that. Mm-hmm. Some people say they dissipate quicker, but I just love the smells. I think they're really different kinds of smells.
And they got nice flavor combinations.
Well, again, nose flavor.
Right.
So Joe Malone. But then if I want okay, we're doing it, we're in perfume. I love, Terry Mugler has 3 scents and I love them all. Angel, Alien, and Aura.
Those are the 3 classic scents.
Yeah.
Terry Mugler's brand has more than just those scents.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I bought one of those scents for you, and I saw that there's different variations of the scent. Like it's like
variations of within the scent. There always is.
Ice Alien or something like that.
Oh,
or like
yeah,
they
okay.
do things like
but
that.
those are the 3.
Those are the 3 major ones. Yeah.
But there's not another one, is there?
I think there is, but I could be wrong. But like I remember when I went to go buy it for you, I had to base it on the bottle because I knew the other 2 bottles that you had.
Okay.
And I looked in the same sort of.
But in the perfumery world, like say I have Aura, the green bottle, there's going to be an Aura eau de toilette, and there's going to be an Aura body spray, or I don't know all the ins and outs.
Sure.
There's going to be just the perfume. There's going to be usually they have some sort of a body wash.
Sure.
So there's a whole bunch of things within that world, and I don't really know the difference between an eau de toilette and a straight up perfume.
Sure, fair enough.
There is, but I don't know what it is. So so those 3 scents, but I think those 3 scents are the 3.
We'll end on this. If the lady with the feet was to wear a perfume or cologne, what do you think that would be?
She's very girly.
See, I think she's very classic. So for me, I think she'd wear Chanel No. 5.
But here's the thing. You hate Chanel No. 5.
I don't like Chanel No. 5.
I have Chanel No. 5 because it's so iconic. I asked for it one year, and it sits in my thing. Actually, I forgot I have 2 Chanel fragrances too. Mm-hmm. Mademoiselle, which I do like, and then Chanel No. 5. And I gotta be honest, I don't like it at all. But the bottle looks great sitting there, so that's why I have it. It's an expensive prop, really. So would she wear Chanel No. 5? Okay. If she wore Chanel No. 5, she'd be one of those people where it smells really amazing on her.
Okay.
Because that's a big part of perfume, right? Is your body chemistry.
Sure, of course.
So on Chanel No. 5 on me smells like a great aunt that doesn't get out of the house much and is going to the bingo. That's what Chanel No. 5 smells like on me. Okay. But on Marilyn Monroe, apparently it was amazing.
Sure.
So if Lady with the Feet is wearing it, but I think she's more of like a Chanel Mademoiselle.
Okay.
Like Coco Mademoiselle.
Okay.
Or maybe Terry Mugler. But I think Angel's just a bit too exotic for her, although she loves to travel.
Well, there you go. Well,
or maybe Jo Malone's Orange Blossoms.
Sounds nice. Sounds like a nice cologne.
Well, listen, she might like a seasonal cologne, same as you do.
There you go. Well, we hope you enjoyed this journey with us and the Lady with the Feet and our walk through our scents and Amanda's little purse thing. And of course, we're always open to hear things that you do or that you enjoy. Perhaps you have a perfume or cologne you enjoy. Let us know. And of course, if you have a suggestion for a show that you would like to hear or us to revisit a topic, we're always happy to do that. Right, Amanda?
Sure.
All right. Well, until next time, we hope you enjoyed this episode and we hope you were able to listen and sleep.